grinder. He competes. He works his butt off. I think, he was the last guy that got here from a scholarship standpoint super late, so almost July, which, at that point, a lot of the coaches are going in and out. So he's done a really good job. He's put himself in a position, obviously, to get more reps and to get more playing time. And he's a guy that, as practice and reps in the game continue, it's a guy we can trust.
Is it just a matter of him mastering the playbook to where he had not gotten that the opportunity?
Well, I think it's a combination of a lot of things. You look at, our receiver room. You got 5 seniors in there. You got about 5 freshmen as well. There's a miss in dynamic in there. When you got 5 seniors, which JJ has played in the SEC before, right? Troy Stellato started games at Clemson. You got Fred Ferry and Jamori Macklin returning. Kendrick Law played at Alabama. And, Kendrick Law, Fred and Macklin been 2 years in the offense, where Cam Miller's getting here in July, right before August in camp. Like, it all plays a role in it. And I think also as a coach, I have to be smart from a confidence standpoint. You throw a kid out there too early, maybe the offensive coordinator or the head coach or he lose confidence in himself if it doesn't go right. So you got to be smart with that piece of it. And I think the timing was right. I think the timing was absolutely right. We came after the bye week. We switched his position. He went to the slot receiver. South Carolina game was ready to put him in, but we went a lot of 12 personnel. And then the Georgia game, he played early in the first quarter. And so he had already played some plays. So we got to the fourth quarter. I'm like, listen, next time we go 11 personnel and we roll, you're rolling no matter what. Because I got nothing but faith in the kid. And he did exactly what he's done in practice. It was just a matter of putting him in there in the right spots at the right time and making sure you put him in a position to where he can succeed. Because you put a kid in there too early, I think you can kill their confidence as a receiver, at any position, or anything. And I think it worked out for him, so I'm happy.
Thanks, Coach.
You may have just touched on what I was going to ask you. I've noticed in the past with some talented receivers, you may not see it at first, but something about the midpoint of the season where it seems like something starts to click.
It click. I think the hard part, most kids get here and in camp, they're drowning for the most part, right? Trying to figure it out, 18, 19 practices in a row, scrimmages, learning the playbook, trying to adjust. And then the first weeks, what happened, this is truly, and I think what happens, it kind of happened to me as a freshman as well. The first couple of weeks, you don't really know or what to expect. And then you're watching games on the sideline. It's the first time in probably about 5-6 years where you're watching a Georgia game or you're watching a South Carolina, like, man, I want to be out there helping. I could be out there. So then you bring it to practice, like, all right, now I want to start competing and turning it on and learning what practice and everything looks like. And I think that's what happens. I had the same thing happen last year at South Florida. A kid named Keyshawn Singleton didn't play until week 6. And now he's probably the best receiver on South Florida team, and he started the last 6-7 games for us. I think there's a process to it all, and you can't rush it.